Good morning, everyone. No, I didn't wake up late. I usually start at this time, like around 8:20, 8:30. So this is the time I like hop on that. All right. So we got some NFP today. Got some volume. Hopefully. Got some news. Wait, does this seem? You guys see my screen? No. Share the screen. Cool. All right, Discord mic check. Good morning, Reggie. Snowflake, what's up? All right, cool. All right, so yeah, no, we have some news coming up here. It's actually double folders, so retail sales and NFP, right? So we're not gonna like directly trade NFP, but the aftermath of it we will. Like, so like after news comes out, we'll see where it goes. We'll see how much volume comes in, right? Because we're still in the same range we're in kind of like yesterday, so it's still nothing has changed compared to yesterday. It's still in the same like type of structure. I think since Tuesday, nothing has really changed, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's been kind of the same. So maybe today's the day we break out. It is Friday. It's the last day of the week. The weekly kind of shifted back into the range here. So let's see. I'm just going to start out by, how much is this range again? This is 1,300 pips. So 1,300 pips. Yeah, something down here. If you were to continue down, this is the area you'll struggle at. So maybe we can put something here. 50.11. All right, that's that wick fill from Monday or Tuesday. Then what else you got? I don't want to add too many zones here because like it's still in the range. I don't know what's gonna break and hold or not, or at least for minor zones. I might just put the major zones, so here and then like maybe this one up here, right over. I think it's up there. Yeah, I think I'll leave like this. I'll leave 5-1-41, and then I'll leave like 50-11, right? Obviously, when news comes out, I don't know how much volume you'll have. It might not even move off the bat, and it might pick up after as the session goes on, like pick up a lot, right? Sometimes it's delayed like that, especially when you have like multiple folders. But if it does come out glitching off the bat, like you see pops right at 8:30, then I think these zones are going to be pretty important, like 51.40 and like 50.14. But I think I'll leave that for now, because as the session goes on, we'll see where it actually drives to, and we'll have zones that will actually like play a bigger role than just these areas here, right? Because we can't really do much when it's in the range here. So like, yeah, we'll see. 51.41, 50.11. Let's see here. So 51.41, somewhere up here. Yeah, the news came out there. 51.41, and then 50.11. That's down here. What else is there? 52.42. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. So yeah, just these zones here. It looks like news did come out, still within the range here, right? So like you look at it, it's probably gonna be like 200 pips or 500 pips. You zoom out, it's like nothing really has happened, right? Like you're kind of just in the same range still. So let this fly, or let it reject, let it do whatever it wants to do here. Let's see if it can break 5.141 here. I think that's the next resistance that you have. So that's an area that price could struggle at, right? You can see the same thing happened that's happening right now happened like kind of last night. during Asian or late NY. No, Asian. Yeah, so you had this slow, very slow push down, and then you got a correction on price that was like rapid, right? Very slow push down, rapid correction. So the same thing is happening right now. So if you tap into 5141, could you continue, right? And even that won't be enough for our buys, but at least that'll give us a better sense of where it's headed. And then if this flips right here, then great. We'll see it flip, and then we'll see if it can break below 50.47, which now we can probably put something here. As the session goes, we can add something around here. All right, next is like the next support, 50.50. So that is going to be here. All right. So yeah, nothing is really happening here. All right, don't get confused with like pips and like movement. You can't pair conditions now versus conditions like 3-4 weeks ago or 3-4 months ago, right? You're selling gold. Yeah, let's hope it flips for you, man. I've been holding buy since Tuesday. I'm so scared price has been chopping around. Yeah, if you're scared that price is chopping around, then your analysis is you're expecting price to chop around. So you want to get out of that trade and then get in when you don't think it's chopping around. Now we back to downloading cash. Yeah, let's see what we can download today. Hopefully a breakout today. Hopefully. What do you think of volume on Fridays? I think I treat every day the same. So regardless if it's like Monday or Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like it's all the same shit. Like if there's volume, there's volume. If price is printing the proper structure to move, it's printing the proper structure to move. When it's not, it's not. So yesterday could have been a Friday. Yesterday's conditions could have been easily a Friday. I don't know where that, where people got that from, where it's like don't trade Monday and Fridays. I think that's just like, I think it's not as updated. It's not the latest update. That's like maybe some 2016 course. No, I think if conditions are fair, conditions are fair. You come to the charts, like what are you gonna do? Not take a trade because it's a Friday, right? It's like, I think probably it's just more so like traders trying to finish off their week in blues, or trying to force some trades to finish off the Friday in a good week, right? So they just use that as coping mechanism, like, oh, I don't trade Fridays, the market manipulates me. But really it's just like, is it really manipulating you, or you just can't read price? Or you're just not trading the best conditions? Same with Mondays too, right? People like, don't trade Mondays. It's like, why? It's the first day of the week. Mondays are actually our best days, I think, on this account. But same shit. It's like if there's volume and there's clean traffic and there's clean pushes, why not? Right? Thought I would have traded news. Hey, we technically still trade news. We haven't had a news trade in a lot, like directly off the candle in a while though. It's been some months for sure. We trade delay news. So we trade when everyone's like, you missed the move. That's when we start trading it. Because that's when it calms down. So look, this is actually holding pretty well. You can see like this candle isn't like, I think at one point it tried to flip bearish, right? Like around here, it pulled back a little bit. And then now it's just like kind of holding. So that shows good structure, good signs. So next zone you have is 5141, right? This is your next area, 5141. So how much is that range? 120. So could you break above, right? Could you break above, or the last thing you want to see today is like this, and this will suck. But if you just like break the highs here, and then after that, just come back into the range. Like this is fine still, but then when it starts like to range here for the rest of the session, that's GG's. That would be your Friday. But still earlier. But yeah, this is holding pretty well so far, right? It's came down, test, try to flip, didn't, came up, right? Like you have small pullbacks here. This is your biggest one earlier, but holding. It's pretty steady in the way up. So it looks like it's still continuing. So let that continue, right? Let that continue up, and then just mark up your zones. So you can have a resistance here at 5141. You can have another resistance up here at like 5170, right? But you can have a lot of zones on the way up here at 5171. Plan to buy at 5020 or 50 5000. Down here. I think at that point price could be bearish because it's just going to follow this wave here. So at that point, I don't think I'm looking for buys. I don't think I have Wick entry buys today. I have buys maybe above like 52. Did you say 52? Did I read that wrong? You guys 50? No, yes, 5020. Yeah, no. 5200. Like that could be buys for me. Maybe above like 5041, but it comes down to just how you create structure here, right? And if you look at it on small time frame right now, there's just been like no structure. It's just been one push up. So you can correct this move still a possibility. Still a possibility. 165K traders online. Diamonds realizes I need a dip at 11. Oh yeah. Hopefully you won't get a trade at 11. No, give me some time. It's been like 3 days on the stream here. Well, I will say I'm more like calm on the charts like than before. So like maybe that's why. Like before I think I used to be more hyper, like actively looking. Like when I know there's nothing here, my brain is like not even there. Or when it's like volatile, like you'll see like. But when like we started streaming this week, it's been kind of just ranging. So the charts kind of give me energy too, right? When it actually moves and it gives me something I actually want. But when it's not, like my brain's completely off. So maybe that's what you're also seeing too. Like you'll see it, like you'll feel it and you'll see it. And it's only been 3 days, right? So we haven't had any trades on stream yet. But that's also a factor too. But my brain is completely off. Like when we're like nowhere near our ideas, I'm just like, I'm looking, right? But I'm not really expecting much. What up, Realtor Paris? I just made the call to log 800 in profits in USD short instead of gambling it with news, and not gonna lie, I'm big laughing. Oh, nice. USD short 1800 in profits. What percent is that? We're gonna do a new thing here. We're gonna mature every trade out here. We're not gonna talk about pips, money, dollars. We're gonna only talk about percentages. Because when you talk about percentages, everyone could understand, right? You talking dollar amounts and pips. It's kind of like irrelevant to everything, to everyone. Never trust a guru that says they caught X amount of pips or X amount of dollars. 1.8. That's amazing, man. Clap it up for Paris. Will you ever come back to YouTube? I'm back. I've been here for 3 days. Let's see how long it goes for, but I've been here for 3 days. What's Monday? I'll probably be here Monday. Sunday is guys. Sunday is daylight saving, so I think we're gonna US enters DST and clocks are moved forward by 1 hour. What would that mean again? US enters daylight savings, clocks move forward by an hour. Yeah, so I'm gonna be on like an hour late, but it's really the same time. So I'm gonna be on at 8 a.m. Eastern on Monday, right? 8:15, 8:20, but it's probably gonna be like 10 or not 10, but whatever time for you plus 1. So North America times are shifting. Yeah, maybe I can make up for with some pips. Fine, WD like savings. Alright, I gotta get rid of you, man. Unfortunately, no free promo. No scamming promo, none of that. Yo, has the replays been up the last 2 days? I think so. I haven't played music too, so there's no copyright. All good. Hour ahead. Fuck, I can't drink my coffee yet. It's not 9. What time do you guys trade at? Yes, I came late today. I know we used to come out like at 6:30 in the morning, but those days are over. I come at 8:15, 8:20 now usually. I used to come on and give myself an hour to analyze for the NY session. I analyze. I don't need an hour to analyze. That's a long time. Maybe like 5-10 minutes, 15 to mark up, and just chill out. It's not like we take a trade right away too, right? We just usually sit here still. That's a tame kind of for NFP. Yeah, it's pretty steady. Like it's not really bouncing back and forth or anything. Maybe if it breaks its lows, it could get corrections though. But it's pretty sturdy. It's pretty sturdy right now. You have a pullback here, another pullback. This is 160 pip pullback. So let's see. Yeah, I heard the Casino album. Don Toliver. I don't listen to Don Toliver. $4:30 a.m. Oh, that's 7. Yeah, that's normal. All right. Let's see what happens here. This 15 is like pulling back. Let's see if this makes a push. What's up, Enzo? I already said hi to you. Let's see. What is this? No, we're not buying. We're not buying, we're not selling. We're just waiting. We're just waiting for price to give us something. Give us an idea. So once we have an idea, then we gotta wait for price to give us an entry. But we have no ideas, just watching. I just want to see a glitch, right? I don't think we've glitched on stream yet this week. Where'd you bounce off of here? This was 5109. $51.09, that's around there. Mods? Mods, hello? I got it. Yeah, we have like 3 mods. I think one of them are here right now. Maybe Wicked only. Oh, we'll update the mods, but I just want to see like how long I'm here for first. I gotta see. I like it. What a move for NFP? You think so? You think that was a move? You think that was like the move? Maybe it is. But maybe it is. Maybe you ranged the ship, I guess. Yes, still trade with music. What do you guys do when you guys trade? If this shit flips, I'm gonna degen. What, in the 1 hour? I pray for you, man. On a 30. Yeah, that's like that's actually not too bad. I'll watch from the sideline. I think you have that little Wick fill right there too, or not little. That's actually 160, so it's pretty decent. I talk to myself when trading. Hold on, I don't know if I talk to myself. I'm talking to the stream. You talk as if you're hosting like a live stream. Yeah, I mean you talk yourself through it, right? Through the trades and ideas. Yeah, it definitely does help. Because then you're just in your head alone, and when you're in your head alone, you're kind of just more actively hunting for trades or more actively taking impulse trades. You want to find that like balance. Hey, you broke the lows of 5109 here, so can this continue down towards 5082? That's the next zone. Or is this a higher low? Right? Because it could also be a higher low to continue up as well. So we don't know yet, right? We don't know. It was a 30-minute candle pop for news, right? You spent majority of the time pushing up, and then so far it took a longer time to come down, right? But I think this is when it starts to like glitch more if it truly continues down here, because you started to create like break structure below here, right? And then if it comes down towards the flip, then that's gonna be your 30-minute opening, which could flip and drive through 50-50. And I think we're looking for sells today below, I wouldn't say the first break below 50-50 because that can still shift back up. But it depends on how heavy this glitches down. If it even does glitch down, below 50-50 or below like 50-11 would be my ideas. 50-11 isn't too bad too. Right below there, you have some range. Or maybe between 50.50 and 5,003, right? Which is a 460 pip range. So that's a lot too. But I don't think anything in this range for me though. If you came this far down though, right? And because there's no reason for this to flip right now. Like there's no reason that for price to flip. It's like you came up for news and then you corrected the move. It's like you should, like generic price action shows that you should continue down, right? But it doesn't continue down. It starts to close back above the ranges. Back above the ranges. It's like at that point, this is just gonna be structure. So then ideas for buys could start flowing in, right? Instead of like wherever I said earlier, above like these highs up here, you can start looking for them maybe above 5141 or like 5109 even maybe, right? All right, so that is a 30-minute flip. So let's see how heavy this drive is. It's 260 pips until you clear this range here, right? I don't want no part in this range here. And it can also be a 30-minute leg count too in 3 minutes, maybe, right? If it closes like bearish the way it closes and the huge top wick, that could be a leg candle 30-minute close. How much did that give you? That flip 90. Yo, did you full part and go BE? If you full part, at least go BE there. That was 90 pips of profit. Like minimum BE. How much time left for 20 seconds left? You watch hockey? Yeah, I do. No, I only watch one team though. I only watch the Leafs. I don't. I don't watch. Like I just follow the Leafs. All right, so a new 4-hour opening here. This last one closed doji. This hour closed doji as bullish doji, right? So it's just in this range right now, within this area. So I have no clue what it wants to do here, right? Which is why I'm also avoiding this range. It could still come up, right? It could still come up. Back up to correct the highs again, and if it does that again, this is just a steeper higher low that it just made, right, to finish off the 1-hour candle. But whatever is happening in this range, I'm gonna avoid because it can still go both ways, right? It's still very unpredictable as to where it wants to go. It could flip, continue driving through the ranges, right? The thing is, if it does do that, then that's gonna require volume, and if there's volume and volume drives price through 50-50, then it should be able to continue, right? So then you look for like the smaller time for confirmations below 50-50 to take your sells, right? But you'll see the volume, you'll see directional, you'll see everything that is valid for a trade. But when it's just sitting here in the range, right? It's like it can go both ways here still. Like this overall could have been your initial low, or down here, this could be your higher low, this could be your higher low, right? It can just break the structure. So, I mean, you zoom out a little bit here. Go to, let's say, the 4-hour time frame. You look at this, and you can also say, well, you're missing top wicks here, right? This is something that we've brought up in Divas 01 over the last couple of months, but we call it like, if it's not a problem now, it'll be a problem for later. So what that means is like, it's just another way of looking at structure. When price drives without structure, right? It's driving cool, right? And even though we're looking for those lower highs to form, let's say like we're coming down, and then we're looking for lower highs to form to continue down, and those things aren't forming, and you're forming like these small top wicks to continue, it's not a problem now, but later it will be a problem, because if that gets corrected, this correction is going to be a lot more rapid than the way it came down, right? So look at the way it came down ever since you made these highs here. This is slow, right? There was no way yesterday like that was like the best price action. It was 1,000 pips, but this range here could easily be corrected, and if it gets corrected, it could be a rapid push, right? So you go down to this you go down to the smaller time from now, right? You're going to look at the way it kind of came down. It's like when you came down, well, this whole move alone, when it came down, there was barely like top wicks, right? But like this entire shift down as well, right? There's no top wicks here. You can get a correction of this entire range, and that could be a start of the shift, right? We won't know until you close back above 220. I think once you break above there, that structure starts to shift, and you'll start to like actually close above the ranges, and at that point you're bullish, right? But this is kind of what we're trying to figure out still. So that was this week. This entire week's been in this range for the most part. So that's why it's been a little choppy this week, right? But first, like these first moves that happen throughout the day, like it's not necessarily always gonna be the bias or the direction, right? You sometimes like you look at the pips and you're like, this move 500 pips, how could it not be? Or you just got a correction, but you zoom out, it's like nothing has happened, right? Literally nothing has happened today. So when you wait for those ideas, they're gonna be a lot more aligned with the higher time frame, and a lot more, I'll say, consistent. So like, yeah, like it's just be patient. Because when you see the move today, or if it happens today, it's gonna be like night and day difference between what you were seeing the last 2 days versus like what you will be seeing. And it's like you would have wanted to preserve your capital anyways for that better opportunity, right? So that's why I had no trades this week, aside from that one trade on Monday. It's just been range every day, right? Just the range. We're playing against next Tuesday. Wait, are you what fan are you? We play on Tuesday. You're an Islander fan? Who the hell is an Islander fan? Oh no, you a Canadian fan. Yeah, that's valid. Yeah, no, at least are shit right now. They've been like miserable to watch. That's a bit missing. Hey, we have 400 viewers. Can we get to 44 likes? Hey, can we get to like 100? Everyone hit the like button if you guys are enjoying the free stream. I know we've had no trades so far, but with time we will. Also, I don't be trading Asian or anything too, right? So like whatever trades you guys see me take, that's it. Like I only trade New York for the last year, just New York session. So just on stream, like on the Divas 01 group or whatever. Like I haven't really been trading Asian or not even looking at charts during Asian or London. After 11, that's it. No trades. Actually, like I can't. I used to be so tempted to look at Asian, right? But now it's like I don't, or even look at it. Like open the charts. Even though I'm not trading before, like I'll open the charts and actually like look. Oh, what's the market doing right now, right? But now it's like if I'm not trading it, usually I don't even. It's like a job, right? You kind of clock in at 8 and then you clock out at 11, and you don't want to look at it again. It's like your job's done. I think when people first start trading though, it's like it's different because like you can trade 24/7, 365. You can trade every day. You can make money whenever you want. Still gotta treat it like a job though. Otherwise, you're just always like constantly working your brain. Asian's been wild. Yeah, I haven't seen Asian. I mean, let's see right now. Yeah, this is Asian right here. What's Bitcoin at right now? Is it at 11K yet? No, it's at like 60 or something, right? It's still hovering there in that range. Yeah, Bitcoin's been like Bitcoin's like in this range here. This where did I even mark these ranges off of? Yeah, it's in this range here. From like 73, and then you probably got something around here. But you pop back into this range, and then you've been holding it for like weeks now. I think for like a month. Yeah, basically a month. So it could mirror this range here. Down towards 40,000 or 52. It's not like it's at 14K or anything though. That'd be crazy, huh? This is a missing bottom wick right there. That'd be crazy. XRP, shooting below the ranges. Ethereum, Dogecoin, Solana, US30. Oh wow, US30 is actually coming down. How long has it been coming down for? A month? I didn't know. Yep. The thing about US30 is that like price action wise, I haven't traded US30 for years now. But looking at it now, like price action wise, I mean it's always going up, right? But the way it goes up is very choppy. So I'm like, is this gonna lead to like a 1-2 pop back down to correct the entire thing? I mean, shit, who knows? But these moves, like, I don't have experience trading US30, but from the way it looks, you can get a 1-2 pop correction of the entire push, and that would be insane. But already look at this, like look how fast it's coming down compared to like how it was coming up, right? The thing is, Xauusd doesn't come down too often, and when it does, it crashes. But like when it does, it crashes, right? It corrects the entire thing, which is why it's like, when does this happen? 2020 COVID, like it's been moving that like that glitch, like not even glitch, but slowly moving up for like ever. So this is why I trade gold. It's just a lot more stable than anything. Like look at it. Like, well, what is this? Oh, that was April 2025. This is that era. This was that time. Gold, man. Remember earlier when we were like, let's hope it doesn't do this? Where it corrects the move and then it just ranges? This is exactly what it's doing right now. It corrected the move and then it started to range. So let's hope this doesn't last too long. Because right now it's still fine. It could still move, but if it just continues to reject, come back down, reject, come back up, reject, come back down, reject, and now you have consolidation. It's like, I don't know. We still have a lot of time here, like an hour and a half, but this is what we didn't want to see, right? We didn't want to see us like come back down in the range. But what could we do about that? We got to just sit on our hands and watch. Crash, we print more. uh no, I don't trade NAS or any US indices. No, I just trade gold. Like just strictly gold. Always trade gold. Silver? Good question. I actually wanted to know silver pricing. I was looking at something recently. Silver is like runner up. If I were to change pair, I might go with silver, honestly. I never traded silver before, but I'll look into it. Let's see. I think it's very similar to gold though. From a price action standpoint, yeah, it looks very similar already. I mean, different markets though. Let's see. Does it look the same at least? I mean, yeah, it kind of looks the same. But it's its own thing. A metal. How long has it been going up for? This has been going up forever. Oops. 2019 started popping up this year. Wow, so from $38 an ounce, I think, to like 82. Wow, so this is like, imagine like gold's like right here. I mean, I don't think it's ever gonna be there where gold is, but this is, yeah, it looks pretty like sturdy, like in terms of price action. Where I think it's going, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I never know where gold's going either. Like in my head, that's always like established bullish. But like even when I'm looking for a trade idea, right? It has nothing to do with the direction gold's going. It's more so just catching the most, like my piece of the pie. I can't tell you where this is going. Like you have this huge move up here, and then you had this huge correction, which is fine. And then you had this support that's like kind of here. And then you have this resistance kind of here. So you're in this range now, right? And then you created a low, initial low here. You created some more structure, higher lows, some more higher lows. So it really comes down to what happens here. If you continue to re-break this low, then what's going to happen is you are going to correct the entire range down, which means that you will come back to retest 6.6. If you do retest 6.6, then there's a high chance that it could push through because this is the second time that you retest the lows. So you can pop through. If you come down, retest, and you hold, and then you shift back up, which is like very unlikely because it wouldn't come down for no reason. If it goes up, it should just continue up right from here. If it does do that, then yeah, you just continue up towards making the new all-time highs and all that. You'll correct this move pretty fast too. But same situation as gold, I would say. It's like just you're coming off of like overall bullish, right? You're coming off this huge bearish move, and we're trying to figure out like what's this range gonna do, all right? So that's why this only is very important, and obviously this high is very important. It comes down to like which one it breaks first. So once it does actually move, you'll see a better you'll have a better analysis and idea on where price is. But right now it's like a lot of guessing, right? Like no, like I don't know. You can go anywhere from here. Someone could say, well, Don, it's you draw a fib out, it's a 61.8 retracement, it should continue down, but it's like at the same time, drop from down here up, you know, this is your 68.2 retracement, it can still come up, right? Or drop from here up, it's like this is your 68.2, it can still go up. So I think it's better you just wait for this to break or these highs to break here, and then you have like more established ideas. So maybe next week, maybe this week if you move today, but it's looking like more so next week, the next 2-3 weeks actually in March. But March should be a pretty good month to break out. Or your last move was like January or something. Yeah, that's where silver's at. So I have no idea, but that's a very important range. The good thing about gold today though is you broke out this range. So that's good. It does identify that you could continue to move. Because if you're just kind of stuck here, right, there's no chance you move, but you actually broke back into the range. You can look at this as a fake out, whatever, right? But that's movement to continue moving. So now it can come down, re-break the lows, drive through, or come back up, re-break the highs, drive through, right? And that's what we're waiting for. We're letting this move first, bringing in that volume, wait to see volume, and then now you have more highs, and you have more lows, you have more information. Again, our buys could be above like 51.25 if you make your way back up above there, or we can look for ideas below here, right? But you want to see this range break out again, ideally, in order to get an opportunity on gold here. So yeah, that's gold, but it doesn't look too bad. 9:20, you have 10 minutes till NYC open. NYC open is 9:30. So again, it could still come up. Remember, news came up. You got a correction back down. Like gold can do anything. Gold can do anything it wants to, right? This shift up is only like 370 pips too. It's not like that far off. And then if it does come up, then you have a higher low, right? It's like, what was the point of that? What was the point of correcting the move that push up for NFP? It's like, you break the high, that's your higher low, right? So then you go into small time frame later on and look for ideas within this range from like 5126 to 5141. We'll look for something there. Also, another thing you want to pay attention to is like the way it comes up from here. So you want to see continuous movement. That'll be very key. You don't want to see like struggle on the way up, right? You don't want to see that. You want to see constant volume to get a consistent position. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Would you have to pop a lot to pop silver though? I don't know. I never traded silver. I don't even know how the contracts work. I gotta see. I would imagine it's the same contracts as gold though. Maybe not. Price is different. It's not. I don't know. I gotta see. But not anytime soon. Zero point zero 0.01 is crazy risk. Yeah, I gotta see. I actually want to know. Maybe I'll open a demo and see. Silver more expensive. Anyone here trade silver? Like every day you trade silver? How long? Like you've seen it's been very consistent for you with silver, like price movement and all of that. It follows gold, yeah. I seen that. How are like spreads and stuff? What are your thoughts on specific moments of NY session? For example, 9:30, 9:45. I think every I think like the main times you gotta pay attention to usually is like 8 a.m. Eastern, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, or 8 a.m. Eastern, 8:20 a.m. Eastern for Comex Open, 8:30, 9 for the 4-hour close for me. And 9 could be hit or miss, you know. You don't gotta pay attention to that, but 9:30 for sure. NYC Open. Yeah, it's just times that I usually would check the charts, like whether I'm on stream or not. If I'm trading on stream or off stream, like that's the time that I'll check the charts at. But yeah, it's just like a time frame that's like you have an opening at, right? It's not always gonna guarantee you like volume or a move, but it's like a time frame where a time zone where at that time, you know, you want to make sure you're like just checking to see like if it picks up or not. Like in 6 minutes here, let's see if it picks up or if it leads to NYC Open from now on out, if it'll pick up. But yeah, it's nothing too crazy. It's just keep in the back of your mind, right? If that's what you're asking. Um, yeah, man. Hopefully we could build like a Playbook 3.0 again on stream. Playbook 2.0 was on stream. The Playbook 2.0 actually took us like a couple years, like two years to build. So it was like 2024, 2025, a lot in 2025, but yeah, Playbook 3.0. And you see it's been a huge shift, right? From the Playbook 1. So Playbook 3.0, we'll see what we learn. Like every year when I don't think like we're gonna learn anything too crazy, it just surprises me. Because we're always like in hopes of learning something new in the charts. And then as the years go on, we just add small things each time and it ends up being a lot. So when I was on Divas 1, I was like, there's a lot that I'm not really I haven't caught up on for the stream. What exactly happens at 9:30? Just like NYC Open. So that's when the New York Stock Exchange opens up. So you would sometimes get volume. Oh shit. Hold on guys, I'm gonna take a shit. Hold on. All right, we are locked in. What's a good script to use for auto stop loss and TP? I'm not using any like softwares to close off, so I just manually do it. I just manually use my computer, MT5. You can I remember there is like an EA. You gotta search it up. It's like an EA that you can just put on your MT5 here and you can use if you go on what's it called again? MQ5L, right? Something like that. For the meta quotes website, you can probably see some. I DJ again with $50 and profit 2.5K out of it. PogChamp. Congrats, man. Oh, that's back to back. You did it last time too. All right, so you're up like not the pocket watch, but now you're up like 5.5, right? 5.5 or 6K. I recently switched to MT4 to MT5. Loving it. Damn, man. Recently? You joined the party late. Damn, recently. I think gold overbought. I haven't heard that word in like ages. I forgot that even existed. Overbought and oversold. Damn. I forgot that word. Can't no line tell me I overbought or oversold though. But yeah, that unlocked a core memory. Yeah. I forgot about that. Slap the Bollinger Bands. I use that. The blue bands. Yeah, you guys ever use Beat the Market Maker? The ketchup, the mayonnaise, the mustard, the blueberry. That might be where I got my plays from, because he named it after like condiments. You guys remember that? Beat the Steve Morrow, Beat the Market Maker, and then you have like the 3 V's and the 3 M's or something. Guess y'all too young. Now I'm ore farming, Jordy. Aren't you streaming right now, Jordy? It's NY session. Early Friday? I see. Hey. Oi. You have this we have this candle right here that could be, what do you call it? you can kind of block it out like that, right? Close. Let's see. Can you close above 511 and hold? I remember we said earlier, ideas could be potentially above here for buys if you can make it through. Worst case 5141, but if you can get something here up to 5141, that would be sweet. I do want to see this create a bit more structure up or just glitch up at least, but you can kind of block this kind of out, and you can see that you closed above this range here, so that's going to be very key. If you can continue to hold this range here, that could be something. Maybe I'll add something here like that. You can kind of block that out though. That's like killing traffic. That's like a doji. Those two candles combined opened up here, closed right there basically, right? So on a different time frame, you'll see a doji. On 30, it's a doji. On the 1 hour, it's a doji. So nothing's really there. It's just more so about structure coming up now above like 5098 to 5011. Oh, the record. Yeah, I don't have the record up. I must have forgotten. That's a core memory too. Should I put it on the record? No point in putting it on the record, right? You guys have the spreadsheet. 528, 123, and 80 losses between 2022 and 2026. That's 20 losses a year. Damn. 20 losses a year. Also, what's going on with the industry right now? I seen traders making like 30 to 100 mil per trade nowadays. Like I remember before they used to show their MT5 and it used to be maybe like, something more humbling, like maybe like, a couple mil, maybe like a couple 100,000 or 300,000-400,000. Everyone go like, oh my God. And now they're showing like 30 mil a trade. I'm like, it gets to a point, man, It gets to a point. It gets to a point. Like 400K was like somewhat like like thinkable. But then now they're showing like 30, 40 mil for like a 200 pip trade. Popping Jordy lots. Is that even real? Did they trade live? There's still yet someone to trade live constantly every day that does it though. I will say that. I have not seen that yet. Someone that's been doing it every day, trading constantly. It's more so just, content. But broker gives payouts? Nah, I think brokers give those payouts for sure. I think there's brokers who actually pay out like that type of money for sure. It's just, I don't know, man. The lifestyle doesn't match. Brokers would be inclined to pay out, bro? 100K is like pennies to a broker, man. A broker could pay out that shit in like 2 seconds. They don't even think twice about it. Here you go, 100K. That's none. Brokers make well, depends on the broker, right? But no, 100K there's no issue. Shouldn't be an issue. If it is an issue, then that's not the right broker. Are we moving here? I think someone said we're moving, right? A little bit. Sorry guys, it's been a bad week to come back on streaming. It's just hasn't been much things that are happening here. Let's see though. Maybe you get a 1-2 correction right here. This is a lower high, so it gets a little better now coming from a downward direction, because you can see right here, right? This was your initial high for NFP. You came down, made a low. This could be a lower high. So let's see if this could correct this move here. If it does, then maybe there is a chance we can get sells below 7.3. But it comes down to just like how fast this this push down is. So you want to see like this start to just continue glitching, right? Like the way it's been doing so far for the 5-minute candle, it's been pretty consistent. So you want to see that. Otherwise, it's in a range. How much is this? This is like 109 pips to go. Yeah, so you want to see this glitch. This is the second time you're re-breaking the 4-hour lows and the 30-minute lows too. No, sorry. This is the first time you're breaking the 4-hour lows, and this is the second time you're breaking the 30-minute lows and the 1-hour lows, because the 4-hour count opened up 39 minutes ago. So. Let's see. It's pretty decent stop today too. It's not that bad. 1,200 pips. Maybe 1,300. It's not bad at all. You can even use 0.0. I think that's still 0.04 though. So let's see. Can this glitch here? Right? You want to see it pop like to at least 7.2. Looks like it's starting to glitch a little bit. Let's see. See what this does. Spread's still a little wide. I think it could be a little tighter. Hopefully my cam don't freeze. My cam didn't freeze today yet. So it's working good today. Nice view. Yes, that's how it looks. All right, so no push down towards 7.2 yet. Let's see if it can hold this blue zone now. This blue zone was the previous resistance, right? If you block out that doji, it shows this is your resistance at 51. Oh, it's also the day flip too. I didn't take that in. And then you had a leg candle body reaction early this week. What day did you have that leg candle body at? On Monday? What day was that? The weekly leg candle body was, because this is the leg candle right here, so you had that wick film. which maybe could fill today, maybe. 58.51 or 48.51. That kind of body was on Tuesday, so yeah, spent some time rejecting. If you could break below 50.11 today, then it could get interesting. Below there. So this is your important high here now, right? Like you don't want to, if this were to continue down, you don't want to see it break that high. That's your previous high, right? You can see like this is your initial high, second lower high, right? So it's still a little early, which is why you want to see this drop down towards 7.2 here. Starting to glitch here. Spreads got a little tighter compared to earlier. It's struggling to break 84 right now. You gotta trade gold in Asia. It's way better than NY. You fried, bro. I ain't ever hear someone say gold XCU USD is better than trading Asian versus NY. XCU USD. USD is better during Asian than NY. XAU USD. What up, Robin Hood? Yeah, I think price is choppy. I think price today is actually better than yesterday. And I'll tell you guys why when the session ends, because you'll see it. I think today's session looks better than yesterday. Yesterday was driving without anything. Today, you actually have more information before any drives. And you're like pending a takeoff, you're up or down. But you're like look at the way it's just glitching around. It's like it's bound to break out. And you're gonna see a push that's like I think probably stronger than yesterday. Stronger than the push down yesterday. Big institution bank gonna grab liquidity? Gee, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not part of the big banks and liquidity. All I know is that if I see a leg candle, I'm taking a leg candle. You're waiting for gold 50-50. Oh, that's like, yeah, that's like right there. Yeah, you're near there. 50-50, 50-60. That's right there. I'm waiting for that too, like between there, but I want to see how it comes down here. Because if it comes down here, we can jump the gun a little earlier. Below 50-50, yeah, that's like, below there, it's like clean. Once you confirm you're breaking through. But I want to get in before that if we could. Like this range here is pretty decent. It's like a 360 pip range. Give it some timer though. I think like another 2 minutes. It's glitching. Spreads got a lot tighter too. This is a minute. So it's bound to take off somewhere. Above or below. You can even consider this move as the first move of the day. I don't know if I consider the NFP move the first move of the day. Cause that was just a news scandal. All right, should be 950 here. Have you looked deep into the leg candle more? No, I think we just been taking it. So we just been taking the leg candle more. Like we had more time with it. We had like an extra year with it since we introduced it. So more time, it's been pretty good. I think I think it's a pretty high win rate, I'm pretty sure. I think leg candle is like, yeah, we took it 29 times last year. Or in the last 2 years, so it's picking up. 93% on it. The leg candle rejection though is a different story, but leg candle fill, yeah. Pretty consistent. How long are your trades? I don't know. Lately it's been the last trade was 23 seconds. The one before was 8 minutes. Like, I don't know, anywhere from 10 seconds to 15 minutes on average. I mean, if we have drawdown, it's gonna be a couple of hours, but yeah, lately it's been 2 minutes, 20 seconds, 4 minutes, just around there. We're scalping. M10, what's up? You taking any trades? Yeah, but I gotta wait for this to kind of move here. Whatever I said earlier that I'm waiting for, right? So when I give the breakdown, is like usually what I look to take. So in case you guys missed it, ideas above like 5130 was for me, and then below 5070 is ideas too. And anywhere in this range here of 600 pips is like nothing I can really do, because I want to wait for price to actually break out or actually give some volume. But we spent the morning trying to figure out if this NFP push is gonna hold, right? If this can be a higher low to continue up, we'll see it if it breaks above here, right? So that's why buys are above there. And then at the same time, if this holds lower highs, could this still continue down, right? So we're still in the middle. So none of that has confirmed yet for either side. But yeah, sells it below here. Here, maybe check this out. There you go. Pinned it. That's the Playbook 2.0. So that should answer a lot of the questions. Breaking above the blue zone. Still very slow up though. You still have an hour. Yeah, we'll be here, chat. We'll be here for another like 45 minutes probably, and then we'll see if it picks up or not. I think it would. Maybe 11 peak, right? But it's looking like it's picking up. It was like kind of hovering here for some time. So yeah, you want to see if it could break above 5124. You also want to see structure going up above there too. So let's see if you can pull up towards there and pull back and hold like 5111. Otherwise, you can still get a fake out back into the range, or still bounce to the bottom of the range. This is also a crucial high to break too. This right here. And then as far as this doji, you can kind of block it out. Did you create range there? No. So yeah, let's see. A couple ways you can look at it, right? As you're starting to break back above the highs here. If you can pull back and hold, right? This is only ifs, but 5100. If you can pull back from here and hold that area, you come back up to re-break the highs. We can get ideas on the re-break of the highs, right? If it doesn't, then that's fine. If it decides to make its way up above like 5130, that high right here is which is I kind of blocked out, but that's the doji high. If you continue up towards there, you break this high. I do want to see if you can pull back towards these areas, right? If it does that, then the re-break of the highs to continue up would be nice. So yeah, you have a bit of range here. This is like still 180 pips to go towards that area, and your next range I think is gonna be above 5141 is like 5185. So that's like 380 pip range. So let's see if you create structure now or you create it once you break. All right, that's it though. That's what I'm waiting for. And no wick entry buys yet. Wick entry buys only when it's like truly bullish, right? Right now it's still in between. It's close though. I think truly bullish would be more so above like between here, right? This is like when it's truly bullish, and that's when you can start looking for wick entry buys on the pullbacks, but not yet. Still below the zone. So let's see if you can pull back to like 51.11 here, and then re-break 51.27. That would be our idea. All right, but so far pull back a little bit. Didn't break the highs of 51.31, so this pullback here isn't valid enough for me to take a buy off of. That was only if you broke above 51.32. The other idea is if you don't break 51.32, you gotta pull back to at least 51.11. So we're close. This is the closest we've been today. 2 ideas. Third minute, my close leg candle. Oh, let's see. Actually, I didn't take that in. 1 hour is gonna close bullish. Let's see how much of an impact that's gonna have. If it comes down for a pullback, right, we'll avoid that anyways. Which is that 51.11 zone. So how much was that pullback? Not much, right? That was around 63 pips. So this broke the highs now. Let's see if this could pull down towards 51, I'll say 51.20, around there. You have no top wick or no bottom wick too, right? So if it does flip bearish, you'll get that bottom wick and then the re-break of the highs. Again, if you can't catch this range here, don't even stress it, because look what you have above. If it's truly bullish, it will have no issue. If it's not truly bullish, then you won't see it come back up once it taps 51.20. So that's why that confirmation is there for us. So close, 51.21. Can we get that? That's 70 pips in the flip. Less aggressive? No, like I would say just I think a bit more accurate too though. Like we take less trades. Like we average 3 trades a week on average, right? Before we used to try to like 4 or 5 trades a week, but it's like 2 to 3 trades a week on average. But they've been runners. All right, so no retest until like 21. That's fine, right? Doesn't need to tap that zone. That was only for that play. As it breaks above 41 here, you have cleaner traffic up, right? So this is, remember, wick entry buy territory, but I'm gonna hold off on the wick entry buy idea still. I'll still look for the continuation though. So we just move the zone up, right? That's all we do here. We move the zone up. So for a bottom wick now, instead of like looking for one at 51.21, we're gonna look for one at like 51.41, right? I think wick entry buys could be more so above here, or let's see, above here. So that's when we start looking for that play there. But for now, still looking for pullbacks and re-break of the highs. And we can keep moving it up too. So 5149 is next up. If it's not 51.41, If you approach into 51.64, you get a pullback to 51.50, then that could be something. From here, I would still want to see 51.41 though. So let's see if we can pull back towards there. And any pullback could lead to a fake out. This is the first breakout up the range. So you want to make sure you really wait for that bottom wick to form and then the rebreak of the highs. And then another thing too is like how fast it comes down versus how fast it comes up, right? Same routine as yesterday and a day prior. That also matters too. So right now it's pretty rapid on the way down. Let's see if it could come up just as fast. And if it does, then rebreak at the highs, that's your buy. 51.41 about to tap here. You're close. I think this is like the first move of the day too, right? So I don't even think like you're anywhere near done the move. This is like the very first information you have today. Can 41 tap? 1 minute flip here. Could you come down? And guess what? Right? Now that you made a steeper high, I remember our sell arrow was like 70 earlier. You can move it up now. We can look for ideas below 96 or something because you're just shifting the zone up. Earlier when you're like here, we're looking for ideas below there, right? Now that we're up here, you just shift it up. So you shift the zone up. So maybe even below 51.11 because this is the high now, right? You're just shifting the structure up. If it comes back down, right? This is a very nice opening though. 1 hour opened up and shot right up for like 290 pips. So volume is there. Now it's just about consistency and like directional. Is it going to be directionally bullish yet? And that's what we're trying to figure out with these pullbacks. I gotta delete some zones though, so we can delete something here. I can delete this. 51. I can delete this for now. I think just like that would be good. Maybe something here. No, let's delete that. Let's just leave it the way it is. Did we tap 41 yet? No, we're like close, hovering it. I'm assuming if it does tap, it's gonna push a little further below because of how long it's hovering here. So maybe 33. Around here. So didn't tap 41, right? So there's nothing on the rebreak of the highs for us here. That's fine. Next idea was to be same thing. Once you break into like 68 zones, we'll wait for a pullback towards here instead. We'll shift it up, right, towards 52, and then the rebreak of that high. So same, rinse and repeat the same thing. And then you have range until I think 84 here, 85, maybe a little less, 60, 76 or 78. Yeah, 76. Around there. So that broke the high, right? But due to the fact that this didn't come down to tap 41, there's nothing there for me to rebreak. And also, it wasn't too fast up too. Took 3 minute counts to come up. It wasn't a consistent rebreak to show that's truly bullish yet. It can still rebreak the lows and come back down, right? You don't want to be taking that. My camera froze. Yo, always when we're about to get a trade. Sorry, give me a second. It's gonna come back up. What happened here? Nothing, right? Still hovering here. You did create a bit of structure though, so that's good. Some lower, higher lows here, right? Still not 100% clearly bullish for a day yet, but it's getting a lot better. This is the first breakout outside this range here, so that's something, right? Just needs to continue from here, and we'll see it. All right, cool. Hard stops below, this is like liquidity about Wicks. Hard stops below 49.95 and below if you get the buys. Hard stops, good question. Yeah, I think hard stops would be below maybe even 50-50. I think below 50-50. There's no reason to re-break the lows. This is like your liquidity if it is. So I don't think we need to have one here. This would be pretty good. I can't imagine it comes down, breaks the lows, and comes back up. If it does, it's like GG's. So yeah, I think this is right here. 50-50. If you got the ideas here. So be patient here, chat. I know, like, you know, wait all day for a position. You want, like, it's like pushing, but it's still the first move of the day, right? It's gonna lead to more opportunities, but you gotta just be patient. So you be able, yeah, if it's 50-50 with 1,000 pip stops, we can maybe even use up 0.05 instead of 0.4. How long are you staying? Another 4 to 5 or 30 minutes here. Usually till 11. But if it's dead beforehand, which doesn't look like it will be, then I hop off earlier. It's pretty decent volume right now. So 41 isn't going to be too important of an area no more, right? Earlier it was, but you see how you struggled, came down earlier, you pulled back? There's a chance that when it taps 41, it can rip through. And then the next zone that I found afterwards was 33, maybe a little higher, 34. So that could be the next zone. But you do have, if it does come down, this is higher lows technically. So it's more information. It's not really a bad thing, right? This is more information here that you're gathering on price. 52 isn't really anything. So no wick entry buys yet. This could still be bearish somehow. And let's see if you can tap into 32 here. And you know, 32, we'll see what happens at 32 if it comes back down to correct. And remember, like I said earlier, if it does correct, then ideas could be for sells below 50-100, 50.99. Below those areas. Leg candle fill on a 30-minute time from 2 at 51.02, so that would be very nice. I think that's like 170 pips. It's also something too. What did it tap here? You tapped 37. Close, 28 pips. The move up wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, right? it was a lot more consistent than this move earlier for the news candle, but now it's just a matter of you can continue again. And if it comes down, okay, it should come down pretty heavy too. It should come down a lot heavier than it came up. If it's a 1-2 pop back into the range, or look, something like that. This is 46, 460, 500. All right, so it's time to re-break the highs again. Nostalgic, what's up, man? $0.07 a lot. No, I think, yeah, 0.06. 1,000 pip stops if you have that. But if you get the sells, what are stops gonna be if you get the sells? Because we can get the sells below 50.99. That's gonna be the same thing, roughly the same thing, around 1,100. So yeah, 0.05, 0.06 lot. If it is. Still holding pretty well. What up, Calm? What's up, man? Going to trade today, man? This is why you guys are unfucking profitable, man. You guys keep asking if I'm gonna take a trade. Like, guys, plan for your move and then you just wait for it. There's nothing that I could really do until, you know, we break above the highs or exactly what I mentioned. This is, you guys keep asking, yo, we're gonna trade today. We're gonna trade today. Yeah, like, it's not every move is an opportunity for a trade. Not every move, or at least like for your plan, right? Like you can trade whatever you want to trade, but not every move should be like an opportunity. Yo, Elvis, what's up, man? We got the two Asians in the chat. Elvis and Calm. I'm in buy stops, 5143 futures. Let's hope that runs for you, man. Oh yeah, you're in profit already. Yo, John, do you work for Google? Elvis be outside. Patience while we paid for folks, not the time on the charts. Exactly. You get paid for your patience. Yeah, futures pricing is different. Maybe. No, I don't work for Google. Oh no, I was talking to someone else. Uh, Thinking of outing my bears. What does that mean? Like getting out of your bearish, your sells? You don't gotta think about it. Just do it. If it doesn't look clean and it doesn't follow your plan, just exit. People don't know while you're waiting for a step, you're already trading. Shut the fuck up. What do you mean I'm already clicking a buy or sell? Bruh, I don't. This is all I'm doing here. This is all I'm doing. Like, if I'm taking a trade, I would not do that. I would get in with you guys. I would, this is why I came back to streaming, so we can trade together. Why would I take something behind the scenes? It just doesn't make any sense. I would not do that. Maybe before I used to do that, like back in like 2021, 2020, when I first started, I'd be like, oh, whatever. But I don't think I've done that for a while. I think like this is my trading. Can't believe like I have one trade this week. Literally one trade. You can check the signal channel. The signal channel shows one trade this week. We got 105 pips on Monday, and we've just been patiently waiting for some good opportunities here since. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Reason is why I don't stream on YouTube. I like the questions. I think the questions are good. I like to just answer like the questions. I like to educate. Gatekeeper. Sorry, read it wrong. I remember used to trade with other guys. What happened? Too many passengers, like too many opinions. Trading is a very like you can do it with the community, right? But when you have too much people like just calling out like their own ideas, it gets a little different. It's a little like a little more distracting because it's an individual sport, and then I'm just broadcasting it live. But when you have like different commentators on a certain move or pair, whatever it is that you're trading, it just gets more like tricky to be sharp, be your sharpest. Olympic trader. Where's your signal channel? DVSL1, man. Well, we're live right there right now on Discord too. There's no delay over there. So yeah, we're just maybe one day I'll have people on stream again, but I think it's been good the last year. It's been pretty steady. Dev, what's up? I remember you. It's Friday, right? Yeah, today's Friday. So I forgot to check the news. How did news come out today? I forgot. I always forget to check. So yeah, 2 folders, right? NFP and retail sales. NFP came out positive, negative, negative. So more negative than positive. Retail sales came out negative, positive, neutral. So good. So it's in the middle. That's where you haven't moved. And now you're starting to shift. Yeah, so makes sense. Nothing too major. Guys, I'm not going to lie. Looking at this here, it's either now or we might be GG's here. If this doesn't push or give us something in the next like 15 minutes, it might be GG's. Couple possibilities though. Couple possibilities. One is you continue pushing up towards 5174. Two, you push up towards here, you shift back into the range, and then you start shifting down heavy. So it's still moving very slowly up, right? Still not as consistent, and which is why like those bottom wicks that we wanted to see, like those levels, like you wanted to see those levels tap and then come up quick for a consistency in volume and direction. And that hasn't really happened, right? Overall, it's still overall pullback, so that's good information. But you see how this has been very slow up. Maybe it might spike up here, right? But I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get anything between here and here. We're gonna let that fly, and then we're gonna pay attention to 5174. All right, that's the zone that I have marked up here. I base it off of just like this one candle here that I saw. That could be a reaction zone. If it reacts heavy there, and 30-minute flips, GG's, directional, likely that will be it. But this is the first breakout out of this range here, right? If this was like clean, if this happened like earlier, like one push down, clean pop up, we'll be in here 100%. But this took like, this took like 14 minutes to create that higher low and slow down there. So we need to wait for that consistency in volume. Worst case, continuation of bias could be above 5174 here, but just keep an eye out for the 74 zone, right? And keep an eye out for this range too, because you can still pop back into the range here. Back into this range. And if it does, 1-2 pop correction of this entire move here. And then our cells will be below like here. So just throwing out ideas, right? But if it's truly bullish, it should be able to continue holding and continue driving through 74. And then you have this range from 74 till 5202. And above 202, you have range until 5242. But hold on. Give it a second. Could be a plot twist. Up 4% this morning. Done. Have a good weekend. W 4%, man. W 4%. Yeah, man. Enjoy your profits for the week. See you next week. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the stream, leave a like. How many likes we got right now? We have 11 viewers and 145. I think we can get 200. I think we can get another 50. Another 50, maybe we'll get a trade here. All right, so this is starting to create a bit more structure, right? We held onto that blue zone, breaking above 5174. Let's see what happens at 74. Where's 74 again? Right around here. Yeah, let's see what happens here. And then 7-4 after that, you have until 5207. So this is still going to be 290 pips. What's this? 52. 5122. How far is that? 440 pips. If you correct this move. Let's see. Could be another higher low here, or it could be a correction. Spreads are pretty tight right now. Let's see. Could it be a plot twist today? So let's see how fast this corrects, right? Again, this took some time to come up here, this range here. You want to pay attention to like the way it corrects. But if it does correct, then your sales could be below 5125. So we moved it up quite a bit. Earlier it was like 50.70 for sales. And then 50.11 or 51. And then the higher it goes, the more structure it creates, right? So this is like kind of just like your range 1, range 2, right? Things have to break below here, and then below here could be it. Ideas in this range for sales. But let's see if this even corrects first. I think we'll give it another 15 minutes too. So 10:45, we'll look to hop off. 15 just closed bullish here above the ranges. That's good. So now can it continue above 74? Stars are below here. Let's see. Still holding. One, two pop. So pay attention, right? You can still get a plot twist for today. Like this can still get corrected. Like this move up wasn't too consistent. It moved up quite a bit, but there hasn't been consistency, right? And the thing is that can pick up at any given point. It just needs to continue glitching up. But if you see that it starts to shift back down a lot faster than it came up, then that tells you a lot for volume and kind of like direction. But now it's just like this range here, right? Earlier we were planning to do something here. We can't do much here anymore. It's gonna be above here, this range for us, or below what I have earlier, 5118 for sells, right? So even this isn't sell. Like we're not trying to predict that's coming down here. We don't know if it's gonna come down here, but what we do know that if it does come down here, that's a key thing. That's correction. That's like a correction of that struggling move up, and that's one range. And if it does it through here again, that's like, okay, a probability shows that this is likely to be directional, right? And then below 5118 would be your ideas, but you're not like sitting here trying to like predict like, is it gonna go? I'm not trying to say it's gonna come down from here, right? But just pay attention to how it moves throughout these ranges, because that's what's gonna give you that information. First time I want to hop off for 11. Hey man, still got 15. Let's see. So still slow on the way down, right? Not too fast. Let's see what this count does here. If it can come towards 34. Anything else today? No, that's it. W clip, man. W clip. Good morning. You came at the right time. Last couple days, mentally, I feel like I've been in drawdown with no trades. That's good. That's good. At least you're not actually in drawdown. All right, so this is still struggling. We got maybe like 8 more minutes here. See what price does. Wow, we still have 435 viewers right now. That's a lot for this time. What are you guys doing here? I thought everyone traded already. 434 at 1038. That's like still, that's like peak today still. Damn. Sorry. Let me fix that. Stoic. What's up, man? All right, we got 4 minutes, guys. A blue pen? Just my thing. So another higher low here. People calling you Unk in this chat. How old are you, Don? I don't know. Guess. Wait, how old do you think I am? Carlo? I thought I got hit Carlo back up. Yeah, I actually hit him up yesterday. Didn't get a reply. W Carlo. I like Carlo. 46 mentally. 25. 46. 67. 26. 26. I'm 18. Prodigy in the making. Yo. Look at this push. 64 pips. Look, remember the 1-2 pop? Could be a plot twist. Remember, our sells are below 5118, right? I'm not counting out the buys still, because that can still push back up, but Yeah, it's a bit interesting. Let's see. Let's see if we can get another push though, because this is the first one. You can just correct this though. If it does correct it, I'm not gonna lie, it might be GG's. But if this continues, then we got some life. How much was this push? This was around 82 pips, so nothing too crazy, right? But can you get a continuation? I'm 25. I'm turning 26 in next month. Born in 2000. So gold moved about $100 in value in the last 2 hours. I have not seen you even tempted to take a position. Why am I saying this? Is for me, I find it very hard to not jump in. I think just a little bit of like more sample sizing, a bit more. Like everyone views the market different, right? Um, but for me, it's not about the pips. Like you see how you're looking at it from like gold move X amount of pips. It's more so about the structure, because pips dynamic of pips changes through each day as the market presents new opportunities. So when you look at it from a price action perspective, like a market structure perspective, this is this is the very minimum of the push. Like this isn't really glitching or like heavily consistently moving bullish yet, right? It started to break out above, right? Which is like if you're looking for a position, it's not wrong, right? I'm pretty sure there are good ideas going up there. I was looking for something more consistent. I tend to like to take more consistent opportunities that have a lot, I guess, like in my eyes, higher probability of playing out. So I'm waiting for all of these things to actually occur, which is why I get maybe like 2 or 3 trades a week, right? 2 or 3 trades a week on average. Yeah, it's just, I guess it's just time. Like over time, you just, as you build develop your playbook, you get more sharp, right? And more sharp sometimes could also mean less trades. Because I used to take a lot more trades back in the day, like a lot more trades. But we had the best year ever last year, and we took an average of 2 or 3 trades a week, right? So it's not wrong, but I'm just waiting for certain opportunities, right? Like none of this I would have taken today though. If I were to go back to the session start, I wouldn't have taken anything. I'm still waiting for ideas to play out here, which could still play out, but it's up to the price. Three years of experience, yeah. Like, over time, you learn just more about the charts, and you learn like what your higher probability setups are, what your lower probability setups are. You learn how the charts change throughout the years. Like you learn to adapt to that cycle. Like it's just experience. Like trading is just like a lot of times just being on charts consistently, and then you picking up new things each year and then adding it to your playbook, to your arsenal, right? To your tools. That's all that you're really doing. And then over time, you just get more sharp, right? But everyone's progression is different. It's not a bad habit, Cookie. It's just like not a high probable idea for me. It's not a bad habit because there's no such thing as a bad habit if you're waiting for your opportunities, like you're that one opportunity, right? Like you're waiting all day, or you're patient, waiting for that one play. That's just being disciplined. So when you take it, you're just like taking it because it's a high probability trade. A bad habit is like more so of like taking trades that you wouldn't be taking in the first place just to take a trade. That's a bad habit. That's like something that you create over time. But look at this push. So look, let's see. It's still like not as much as I wanted, but maybe it'll pick up, right? Our sales are below 5118 if it continues to push there. So far, this has been mediocre on the way down. It hasn't really been a 1-2 pop. So just keep looking at that and paying attention to the way it comes down here. Maybe this right here would be one. 1-2 pop is like literally just like a 1-2 pop, like one candle, two candle, like a consistent push. But it's been like push, push, pull back range, push, push, pull back range, right? So if you get a push, push here and then another push, push, that should be something. Yeah, bad habit is forced. Yeah, like you don't want to like force ideas, right? I don't even have a bias. Like when I show up to the charts, I don't even know. Like my mind's clear. Every day you want to reset your mind to make it clear, because the moment you have a bias, you're more like eager towards that idea only. So I just wait for price to give me an idea. Like I wait for price to show me the direction for the day. And even this push up, that didn't show me direction for the day. This push down though, let's see. So this candle's picking up a little bit. You have a leg candle on a 30, remember? Leg candle below 5102, but if we can try to get in beforehand, that'd be nice. Once you pop on the minute, in this case I'm looking at the minute, so I want to see that come on the minute. This is pretty decent. This I was like decent. It's a little stronger than that though. Generally you want to see this come down a lot heavier than it came up. Like that's how you can kind of tell. Right, so right now it's pretty like kind of even. It's like if anything, the bullish is still taking over. It's still very strongly more strong bullish. Yeah, we'll probably be here till 11 because like it's picking up a little bit more here, and then at 11 we'll see how the opening candle looks and we'll set a session stop loss, right? But remember, anything could happen today still, right? And don't blame it on the fact that it's a Friday, because price action showed you otherwise, right? Like this is just how price would move. But if you get a correction, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, it's a Friday market manipulation. Like no, man, it just wasn't bullish yet, right? It wasn't bullish yet. The good thing now though, you see how you have a huge correction now? If this were to come back up above 51.65, what are you gonna do? Look for your buys, right? That's what I would do now, because above there, this is just like your higher lows. And then as you come back up above here, you're like, GG's, that's clean to drive now. That's more structure, right? This entire push here was missing one thing, structure. This is the first pullback. So if you come back up above 5174, 5165, that's straight bullish from there on out. Yeah, you're gonna stay alive, Pencil? 7 minutes. Should keep coming down according to volume profile. The PLC, what's PLC mean? PLC is at 905. Point of control where buyer and seller are usually at equilibrium. What does equilibrium mean? Eight this week on my small live account. Want to stay consistent. Any tips as someone a bit more experienced? I think step one to just like not look at your account from like a small account perspective or a large account perspective. Like don't favor, holy, what was it? Don't favor one or the other, because like you want to treat it the same way if you were trading a big account, right? So when you say small account, it's like downgrading, because it's like, what are you doing different on a small account versus a big account? So change that perspective. At 8 trades this week, that's good. That's a perfect week for you, right? Just make sure you journal those trades down, and then continue to look for those trades next week. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And then let's say there's a week where you take a loss. Hopefully not, but you know, inedible in trading. Journal that out too, and then look at your journal and be like, okay, what trade did I take that I took a loss on? Was it any of the trades that I took a win on? And then over time you get more data from that, more stats from that, and then you just continue building from there. Trading is very simple. Like you just build your playbook, but you have to be, you know, in control of that. But yeah, you're not doing anything wrong. What about looking at numbers, looking at wins and profit? How do I? Yeah, so as I said, like don't look at your first mistake is like calling your account a small account, because that's like you looking at numbers subconsciously already. No matter if it's a small or large account, treat the same way, because when you look at it from percentages, it's the same thing. If you make 1% on a small account, you can make 1% on a big account, right? When you look at it from a money perspective, oh, I made $10 on a small account, I can't make 100K on a large account. It's like, yeah, it's two completely different things, but you look at that from a percentage perspective, that's going to shift your mindset already. So same goes for your risk. Like if you build a risk management strategy, let's say you only risk like 10% per trade, whatever, right? You can do that on the large account too. Let's say you make 1% on the small account, you can make 1% on a large account too, right? But percentages, very key. And then don't look at your account from a small or big account perspective. Because what you're going to do is you're going to be like, oh, I have a small account, I'm a full degen it, and then when I get to a large account, I can actually take it seriously, right? You don't want to do that. That's another thing you want to avoid. Like you do not want to do that, because then you're just not building any skill sets on the way up. It's like a ladder, right? Or a staircase. You can't get to the next staircase without the previous one, right? So if you're skipping all those steps, you're like missing out on all of that structure on the way up. So you want to make sure you have those habits down packed, all of that down packed, because once you get to the point where you have a large account, nothing changes, right? You don't got to learn anything new. You're just adding on to it, adding on to it, adding on to it. How do you detach yourself from outcome? Continue to execute with no emotions. Like, I want to get there, but I need tips. I can help. But look at the P&L, move my stop loss TP. Set it beforehand. Like, just set your TP, stop loss, and entry. Like, have those things written down somewhere or mentally checked in your head before. So that when you get into the trade and you're in profit, you're gonna move stocks to BE. You're gonna you do it instantly with no hesitation. But everything should be strategic. Like, you should plan for those things, right? You shouldn't get into the trade and think about what you're gonna do, because now you're gonna act on emotions. So when you plan it beforehand, like, if we get a trade, it'd be nice. I can show you what we'll do, but maybe next week. If it's not in the next couple minutes here. But yeah, we always have those things set beforehand, always, because you don't want to hesitate. The moment you hesitate, it means you're thinking about, like, maybe you're getting greedy for that split second. You're like, I don't want to move it. This looks like it's still good to drive, right? But everything should be strategic. Like, it should be a consistent strategy on how you manage your risks, where you put your break evens at, and all of that. Peace out, Pencil. Hopefully the barber don't fuck you up. But yeah, like, you just want to be consistent with, like, everything in trading. You have a 1 hour closer, guys. So, yeah, let's see. I mean, this move down was pretty slow. We'll let this kind of open up. I think once you break these highs here or these lows here, we'll start placing a session stop loss, and then we'll go from there. All right, but we're coming down to the final minutes here of the session, probably. Still a small chance for a trade. Again, it's going to be below 5117. So still a lot to go down if that were to be an idea. Over, under, we move after we hop off, though. What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. 'If my edge system is 85% win rate, shows up only 5 to 8% times per month, hey, that's what happens for me. Last month I had 8 trades. And yeah, similar win rate too, 85. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right? What's wrong with that edge? If you find something that works, just continue working on it. But don't stop working on it, though. One percent away from funded, tempted to chase for the weekends. Hey, maybe we could get it together here. Maybe we can get the percentage together. But yeah, I've only had one trade this week. We did on Monday 2.1%. That was it. 2.1% on Monday. So 2% a week if you end off here, which is better than nothing. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Last week we had 2 trades. The week before we had 1 trade too. What you guys put for the poll? Put yes, we'll move after. GG's. There's a habit. I just keep clicking it. Can I post a link to my first stream? Can you send links here? I swear, I don't know if you can send links here, can you? All right, so it looks like you broke the highs. So broke the highs. 1 hour opened up. You have a wick fill here, right? 278 pip wick fill. Let's see, what could we do? I don't want to place a session stop loss in the lows just yet. I think if you, I'll wait for this to reject if it does reject in the 1 hour on the opening. If it comes back below 50, y'all hear that? If it goes down towards 51.45, well, I guess we'll put our session stop loss above the highs, or maybe above the blue line. Give it some minutes here. We got someone doing construction. You trading a funded account? Yeah, I bought this funded account. A $2,000 funded account. Paid $1.50 for it. Yo, can you buy a $2,000 funded account? What's the lowest funded account there is? Like 5K? It's gotta be like 5K or something. So don't mind that sound if you guys hear it through the mic. Somebody just doing some 5K minimum. See, I like how when I ask about funded accounts, it's like, chat gets so active. How many of you guys here trade funded accounts? Put a 1 in the chat if you trade a funded account. Put a 2 in the chat if you trade personal. Put a 3 if you trade both. Is it hard to pass a funded? I wouldn't say hard, no. I think same rules, just adapt to the rules. Three, two, two, three. Two, one. All right, so a lot of 2s and 3s. I mean, a little bit of 1s. No, I'm not on the funded though. This is like a live account. I'm surprised no one asked for if this is a legit account or not. 2K account, no one asking for legit. But no, I'm not funded. I've been live for like ever. I did one funded account before. It wasn't like an evaluation though. It was more of like you get past a certain threshold, you get a withdrawal. It was on back in the day, like 2021, something like that, 22. My Forex funds. And then yeah, I just never got my payout because next day they I think it crashed down or something. And I didn't submit the form to get my payout, so I kind of forgot. I'm not like anti-funded account. I just, if you were to ask me what I believe in having a live account, like personal account over a funded. It's funny how like I started going on IG Reels again yesterday, and I noticed that a lot of people are starting to switch their opinions too. They're starting to say like, oh, funded account, live accounts are better now, but like they're still promoting a funded. It's like, you know, they're doing like the opposite. So I might start getting on fundeds. Might be a time. But yeah, I've always been live. Like I never believed in making and training harder for yourself. I know you're getting faster funds, right? So yeah, if you want to get funds, you go ahead and get the funds, but try to make it back to your live account if you could, or something do both. But I think there's a lot of like just restrictions that are just obviously set up. But that's the part where it's like, yeah, I mean, for you to get funds, you need to get through certain obstacles. So I get that on a funded. So I'm not like anti-funded, but it's just trading a live account is just way more easy and simple compared to a funded. You didn't dip yet, Pencil? Peace out, man. Chat, this might be GG soon here. I'm gonna place a session stop loss up here at 5151. If you break the highs, I'm gonna call it a day. And with no trades today. Funny keeps me in check. I get reckless in my real account. But you gotta get used to that though. You gotta eventually get non-reckless on your real account too, right? Like you gotta trade like someone's always watching you. Like if you wanna grow as a trader, you have to get to that point eventually. See, as soon as you place a session stop loss starts to move here. Let's see, can they break below 34 here and make your way down below 5117? Yeah, Funny has its challenges, but it's for a reason, right? Get a bigger account to trade with. What's the profit split? Like 50, 70, 30 or something like that? Some depends, right? I'm selling ADI. You've been saying you've been selling for like ever. Do you have a goal for this account? No. Just to be disciplined. Same thing as any other account. You guys enjoyed the first week of streams back? It's been 3 days. Came back on Wednesday. If you guys enjoy it, we'll keep running with it. We'll definitely be here on Monday. And we'll grow the channel. I don't think I've been back on YouTube since like January last year, so I had to take some time out to sharpen my skills a little bit. Sharpen my getting back on track of like getting sharp with Divas 01. Trying to lock it in, but then I think it's time to share everything. Are you coming back to daily streaming? Most likely, yeah. I'll be here on Monday. I want to see how this week will go, right? Not in terms of trading wise, just like see how it is, how it goes. But it's no different than Divas than what I do in Divas 1. Maybe I get more questions here because more people, but I think same thing. But Divas 1 with no delay. You need music? No, I don't. I don't listen to music in the background. Maybe you guys want elevator music? If you guys want elevator music, I can find something, but I won't be hearing it. I like to hear the charts. Sometimes you can hear it. Keep an open mind, bro. Don't mind the crazy chatters. Do it for the believer. You're right. Yeah, no, that's why I'm here. I'll be here on Monday. For sure. Let's do what we gotta do and then keep it going. The Divas beats back. You guys remember that song? What's it called? Pigeon or some shit? What's it called? The lo-fi. We used to play it on the lo-fi song. You can't go on any other websites. Yeah, I'm not. I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Twitch was more of like to get away a little bit, to have a little more of like just chill out, IRL streams and all of that. The raccoon one. I think it was called Chili Hop or something, right? The trumpets. FL Studio. All right, looks like we're gonna come to an end here, guys. 5151.20 is about to be tapped. All right, that's it. That's it, guys. I try to extend the time. 11:16. My trading hours are closed. So yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. Okay, we'll be here on Monday. On Monday, I will be here live on YouTube, and probably Monday to Friday. So whatever time slot you guys got going on at 8 till 12 every day, make sure you come onto the stream because we're back. And we'll see what we do this year, man. Should be a crazy year though. So Monday, no news. Tuesday, no news. Maybe a little bit here. 6 to 8 to 10. Wednesday, core CPI. So pretty volatile Wednesday should be. Unemployment claims hit or miss. Friday next week you got core PCE price index, core over good orders, job openings, prelim, and all of that. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. All right, next week's pretty decent. So hopefully we move more. All right, but I looking at price here, it looks like I don't know, maybe hopefully not another range a week, but hopefully you could do something, either break above, fake out, or anything. But we'll find out next week on Monday. Okay. See you guys. See you guys. Peace. Peace. If you guys are looking for trades, be patient. All right, be disciplined. Don't FOMO. Save your ammo for Monday. All right, don't rush anything. Don't rush any setups. Don't take anything that you shouldn't be taking. Preserve your capital. It's always worth it, and you're always gonna regret not preserving your capital because you will see better moves. You will always see better moves than the one you took. So be patient. All right. Peace out, everybody. Laters.
Lies is on me. Won't tell no lies, won't hold my tongue. Don't cry for me. Chicago, nigga. I don't have no rapper friends, I hang with the vultures. Big ass toaster, hit your whip and flip it over. Big old nigga, he's a big old goofy, Rudy Gobert. Jump off in that lane, you gon' get put on a poster. My Ferrari F8, Lamborghini Roadster. I turned 10 bricks into 12, them birds had a growth spurt. We gon' do some shopping later, I'ma need some dough first. I just got some head in a ghost, and that ghost her. Yeah, out of here, your boy finna go for. I seen him out with her, and pretend like I don't know her. I can't do no features with you, nigga, that's a no-sell. Hardest nigga on earth, I'm not really from earth. We gon' dial 911, I let off that clone first. I put in my own work, better do your homework. I can hear that money calling, I pick up the first ring. What you gon' charge an old man for that pussy, girl, don't hurt me. Ice out all my scammer hoes, boost all the insurance up. Iced out all my ghetto hoes who turned into influencers. Smirky-o, fuck that bitch and leave, I don't care who she fuck. Back shit out her closet's hot as hell, she got on Yeezy up. I got moles with me, bump out the feds, man, I got foes with me. You got goofies with you, before I do that, I keep some hoes with me. Asking for my gun when I'm in Cali, nigga, this your city. Why you DM my bitch, acting like we fuck these hoes below silly. Street niggas won't Raymond, on like calamari. Took her at that cheap shit, took her to Bulgari. Never tell her sorry, this car a Ferrari. Offset with this Cuban link, you think she was Cardi. Go. Three gang leaders with me all times. I don't know who I fucked last night, I got Alzheimer's. I don't know who them hoes is, man, they all lying. Brody, tell me who them hoes is, man, they all fine. 100 hooligans, and we with the foolishness. I'm anti-Semitic, I just fucked a Jewish bitch. I just fucked Scooter's bitch, and we ran her like a lip. This got pregnant in the threesome, so whose baby is it? Whose baby is it? My niggas putting belt to ass, pull up with the switches. This ain't Jimmy Butler, but the heat got extensions. This ain't Columbine, but we came in with the trenches.
I ain't for a neck, cause her boyfriend bought that necklace.
With the trenches, with the trenches.
Fuck it, I scratched another nigga, woman up off my checklist.
With the trenches.
I've been living reckless. I was take off, wasn't there that night in Houston, Texas.
With the trenches.
Wish I could bring Picasso back, that was my best friend. Boys, I need you to give me something big, I'm talking about dollar signs. Skinny pimp flow, tell her, ho, no, I don't wanna fuck. She can suck it till she suck it dry. California nigga with some European freaks. Badass bitch from the middle, east wanna lick on me, stick on me. Even though I got security, even though she got a man, she know he ain't as pure as me, seriously. Soon as I get back trading in my euros for the Puro keys. Couple gray hairs up in my beard, that's showing my maturity, yeah. Hey, shout out to my symphony, ninth there, spaced out. We did that shit so differently and brilliantly. Dollar sign, Iggy, and we birth YG. Fades in the backyard, no talking, take flight instantly. 8 Nate 3D, Buddha, my nigga, James Cool, my nigga, that's drug. She starting that P out the D, she want me to put some of this coke in her butt. She rushing, I beat up the pussy for Ukraine. Bought her a bag and I filled it with loose change. Just on my ex, she told me that you changed. Yeah. Dollar don't rap it, be fucking it up. Still screaming free DC million thug. Fuck the police, the DA, and the judge. Way out of Saudi, I found me a plug. Don't wanna go out, she rather do drugs. Can't be my man if we met in the club.
Give me something big, I'm talking about dollar signs. Look at your hoe, I don't wanna fuck. It's a fuck, I'm shooting gangster like that. Give me something big, I'm talking about dollar signs. Look at your hoe, I don't wanna fuck. It's a fuck, I'm shooting gangster like that. 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 Gangster like that.